Tradition. What does that mean in the 21st century? Are we maintaining traditions that our ancestors handed down to us in this day and age of pop culture and mass homogenization of media? If so, how is this happening? These are some of the questions that inspired me to take a microphone and travel to 3 areas in the eastern United States and Canada to see if anyone could help me find the answers. Being a musician who is passionate about older music, I used the scope of traditional music as a lens for this project. In my travels to North Carolina, Maine, and Nova Scotia, I sought out people of an older generation to find out what differences, if any, existed between them and previous generations concerning traditional music. I met some wonderful people on this journey, most of whom you won't recognize, maybe a few you will. Please join me as I bring to you what I found over 3 years of travel with a microphone as I explore traditional music in the 21st century.
It's very likely my mother, when we had a radio, she probably had on probably Woody Guthrie, Grand Ole Opry, and Wheeling, West Virginia, and those kind of stations. And I've always liked ballads. Well, of course, I like stories. So if you like stories, you like ballads.
All over the state of Maine. Don't try to tell me now, my friend, that woodsmen are all the same. I've seen them good.
As far as myself is concerned, I kind of have gone along with whatever was going, the people around me was going along with for the most part up until I was like 40 or so. Then I started revisiting those things.
Young people today don't seem to be as interested in traditional music as maybe they were when you were growing up.
I think they are.
Yeah?
I really think they are, yeah. It's because there's so many more people.
Sure.
You see, the population is larger, but I don't think the percentage is a lot. Because there are a lot of people in my days that wouldn't listen to this. I get into one of those real hillbilly songs, and my sister would just she'd just freak right out. She didn't like it, and she still doesn't.
Jack came in and said that Jim was coming with Joan and Jane.
But the young people, I don't think have changed that much.
And all the horses' names.
And I think the reason that there is so much interest in traditional music is because they really feel, I think, they're getting the real story.
Very bright. He knew which teams were coming in before they came in sight. I used to talk to a lot of old lumberjacks. I used to always like to talk to old people. Always did. And I still do, only they're getting harder to find than they used to be. They'd recite these poems that they wrote and telling these stories, and we don't have them anymore. They just never were written down. So we've lost them. But we haven't lost the tradition. He was blind. Jack McGee was blind. Everybody likes slick. Traditional is not slick. And now, some people will take a traditional song and slick it up, and it'll become popular. But if you don't slick it up, it won't be popular. And I think it's always been that way. Gone are the days when my heart was young and gay. Gone are my friends from the cotton fields away. And she rocked me to sleep. I remember of her rocking me to sleep, singing to me. She used to sing like Old Black Joe, any song that was popular in that time, these folk songs. I hear the gentle voices calling, Old Black Joe, I'm coming, for my head is bending low. I hear the gentle voices calling, Old Black Joe. It seems to me like instead of the culture reflecting the music, it's the music influences the culture more now. You see, it's just the opposite of what it used to be. I just got a job in a railroad yard. They pay me good, they work me hard. I just got a job in a railroad yard and now I'm doing fine. Won't you wave to me, my lady? Won't you wave to me, my lady? And the music is all through the years. The traditional music has been to tell the story of these people who are struggling. And it's and I think it's marvelous. And when you look at history, although you're going to find lies in any kind of history, I think it's closer to the truth when you really look into it. This folk history, and this is why I really enjoy the folk history.
That was Clum Spencer of Pittsfield, Maine, storyteller, balladeer, and musician.